What's up guys? So today we're going to take a closer look at some of the pieces I use to make this home smart. I'm Glenn with DIY Creators, and this is my smart home. So one of the first things I added to the system was a garage door opener, and not just any garage door opener, one that you can control from anywhere in the world. That's pretty important because one of my fears is leaving and forgetting to close the garage door, and it has happened in the past. So now I find myself checking the garage door all the time via the cameras the minute I take off, and hoping that I left it closed. Otherwise, I'd have to drive back and close it. Overall, the Wi-Fi features on this system is what really won me over, but I cannot overlook the fact that it has some really bright LED lights on it, and on top of that, it's battery backed up. So if you're ever out of power, this thing is more than likely going to work and open up for you whenever you press a button. Now, I actually did a full installation video on this, and I'll link it down below if you want to check that out. The garage door is just one of many entries into the house, and I'll have two more on top of that, but these utilize smart locks. Introducing the Sledge Encode Smart Lock. First thing about this, it does come with a spare key, but that's worst case scenario. But for your day-to-day usage, all you need to do is put in the code or just simply use your smartphone to lock and unlock the door. Keypad's been around for a very long time, but one of the big fears I heard in the past was people were super concerned about being able to track the presses on the keypad and then try to figure out the combination. And overall, that's not an easy task to try to figure that out. So one thing to know about this particular lock is it has fingerprint resistance. So basically just block everything that I just said. You can add up to 100 codes in this system, and it's way easier to give out a code versus a spare key. The positive behind the code is you can add and delete those at any moment. So anytime you give out a code, you can simply just give out permission to that person. And this way your friend's codes only work when you want it to. And just like the garage door, I have a complete installation on this video if you'd like to learn more about this particular lock. So one of my favorite things about smart home and security is just being able to see what's going on. That's one thing to get a notification, there's another thing to confirm what it is. Let's face it, the whole smart home thing is not really that cool if you can't even tell who is at the front door. For this, I have the Ring doorbell. One is at the front door. This one is the most used for our delivery guys and our guests. I also have one at the gate, which is what I use for my convenience. Hey, can you bring me some water, please? Now, besides that, I also use it as an additional camera to my perimeter camera so I can fix that blind spot that I had in this location. Knowing when someone is approaching the door before they actually get there, talking to them when they get there, and even being able to see them all on a cell phone, that's pretty cool. What if I told you that you can do the same thing from your fridge? And this is the Samsung Family Hub. Freezer at the bottom, fridge at the top. Over here we got the water, cubed ice, crushed ice, pretty much everything you need in the fridge and then some. And I like to look at this as a massive tablet that you pretty much can't lose because it's right here. It's stuck in the fridge door. It's amazing. Here you have your on-off mic so you can talk to the fridge. There's literally speakers below the fridge, so if you want to play music, you want to turn on your Pandora, no matter what you want to do here, pretty much you can do that. You want to watch some videos? Sure, you can do that. You want to leave some notes on here? This is something that my daughter loves to do. Come over here and draw on here. So I mainly use the memos, the calendars, because this syncs up with my phone, and I'm able to just double check and see what's going on what specific date, playing music, setting timers, launch your favorite recipe on here and change your servings, listen to music. I don't know if I said that already, but listen to music, shopping list, smart things. Oh, and on top of that, guess what? I can turn on and off lights directly from here. So, all right, let's say we're in the kitchen right now. Let's get back to the kitchen. Now, I wouldn't be on the kitchen turning off the lights here, but just to give you some example. Oh, so lights just went off in here. If I want to see who is at the front door when someone ring the doorbell, yep, it'll happen right here. We can launch the Ring app right here. These are all the notifications for the Ring, so every time a delivery person come here or somebody walk past the north gate outside, this thing would document that here and let us know what action has happened. It doesn't even stop there, and obviously I can't get into all of the little details about this thing. One of the things that's cool is, yes, I can look inside the fridge, right? And you may think, well, why would you want to look inside the fridge if you're like right here? And that's cool and all, but check this out. You can watch what's inside the fridge when you're not even at home. Yeah, how about that? So right now we're gonna do it again. We're gonna run to the front door, press that button, and then we're gonna run back in here. We're gonna see what happens. So now I can come back here and I can answer the phone or answer the door and see what's going on out there, talk to whoever out there, tell them leave the package, or I can just use my smartphone and let someone in by unlocking the front door. You can also unlock the smart locks directly from the fridge, but you'll need this guy, the Samsung SmartThings Hub. The next thing on the list is the Google Home Hub. I really like the clean and modern look to it. Very nice design with a built-in mic, which you can choose to turn on or off with the switch on the back. It also has a built-in speaker, and the best part, there are no onboard cameras, so it's safe to put in the bedroom. We actually have one there, in our bathroom, and also in the kitchen. And considering putting one in the office and also in the shop. You can operate it by voice or simply use the touch panel. By swiping down from the top of the screen, you'll see a few options. If I select the lights, I'll be able to scroll through all these lights, which is what we have installed in the house. So if you don't want to run around screaming, Google, turn this on, turn this off, you can then defer to the touch panel. You can also set up routines in here where a goodnight command will shut the entire house down. The broadcast tool is one of those things we don't use enough, but it's super handy.
What's the message?
Dinner is ready.
Okay, broadcasting now.
It was a little hard to hear, but that was the Google Home from the bathroom across the house reciting the message. So now when it's movie time at the crib, we won't be playing rock, paper, scissors to decide who's gonna get up to go turn off the light. We can easily set up a routine for a movie night. And this will set off a series of things like turn on the driveway lights, turn off all the lights inside, turn off the background music. You can do hands-free research like finding a new recipe or checking up on your favorite YouTuber. Hey Google, play the latest video from DIY creators.
Okay, playing the latest video from DIY creators on YouTube.
And sometimes you're okay with the basic essentials like displaying the clock. Smart lighting is something I've had for the past 7 years. It's a way more involved system and you had to be certified to install it. Now since I'm no longer in that field, nor do I have the resources I used to, I recently upgraded to the Lutron Casita system. And this option is way more accessible for anyone with a lot to offer, especially with the newer technology. To get started with this, you'll definitely want to select one of the starter kits, which includes a switch, a Pico remote, and also the smart bridge. Basically, this one little box is the beginning of your smart lighting. So to get your head wrapped around the whole smart lighting thing, here are some of the features you can expect from the Lutron Casitas. Unlike traditional light switches, with the Lutron Casita, you can set up scenes. This allows you to control a single light or control multiple lights within a room. You can go from a full bright room to a relaxing mode and even killing the lights completely. With these wireless remotes, you can pretty much set up a light switch anywhere you want within a room and control one of your existing lights. You can also set up lighting schedules and set up smart timers to adjust your lighting schedule based on a season change. All setup and programming can be done from the app. Being that this is a smart lighting system, it works with many different brands and devices. For example, I could turn on the lights from the fridge or by voice using the Google Home. But of course, if you enjoy the convenience, you'll never have to come home to a dark house. With the geofencing technology, the system knows when your phone is within range of your house, so when you show up, it can turn on different lights that you set up. And like all these smart devices, you can control your lights from your smartphone. When you go to bed at night, you can press one button and shut down the entire house. So one of the features I like the most about this system is what I would like to call the vacation mode, but in this one they call it Smart Away. Now, what does that get you? Basically, that's when you're not at home, you can have the system to operate as if you were at home. So random lights can turn on and off to make it look like the home is occupied. I think that's really cool for people that leave town for a week's vacation or maybe even extended time. So here's an example of what can be done. Hey Google, put the family room fan on high.
You got it. Setting the family room ceiling fan speed to high.
So I'd really like to know which one of these additions were your favorite. Like always, it's been a pleasure to have you guys here. And if you're new here, be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on that bell notification so that you get notified when I upload the next video. I'm Glenn on DIY Creators, and I'll see you on the next one.